Can you believe we're in Georgia? Crossing the Savannah River.
Pretty tight drawbridge, shallow water.
Pump out.
Never seen that happen.
Sailing at like 6.7 knots. We just entered Hell's Gates.
It's super pretty here.
We're just doing this all the way through Georgia. Fishing for crab.
Look at his legs, they're so blue. I want to get to Florida. Pretty much just trying to cover ground. Friends north and wind, ran aground.
Caught the corner of the sandbar.
Tons of shipwrecks all along this section. Been seeing dolphins. Loving it! 50 miles today. Awesome. Crab potluck.
Gil, Fred, and Billy.
Oh God.
Crab potluck with our buddy boaters.
It's not fair, I don't see with my eye. Good morning from Kapfiski Island. I slept super well, but you could hear the current just like rushing through the hull at the free dock that we were at. But yeah, that was a super nice stop. I actually really enjoy stopping at those little random places like in the island and just walking around, checking it out, exploring. And it was a really good stop, but now I think it's so cold that we're gonna carry forward. Go a little bit more south, maybe do a 30-40 some miles today, so should be good. Can you believe we're in Georgia? And it's 5 degrees and so freaking cold, so we're actually gonna carry on. We're not really gonna stop in Savannah and explore because it's a bit of a detour and we'd have to like spend money at the marina for the night, or anchor and then dinghy for a while, walk for a few hours. So we're just gonna keep on going south. So right now we're crossing the Savannah River. 5 degrees or 44 Fahrenheit.
That was a pretty tight drawbridge, and it wasn't completely straight up, so it was out a little bit. But I mean, you had plenty of room, but it was just a little more nerve-wracking than most, I guess. We're getting slowly warmer because it's getting a little later in the day, but we're in Georgia, so there's a lot of shallow water that we're paying attention to, a lot of shoaling and stuff like that. So we're trying to stay in the middle of the channel and where the deepest channel is. It's going good so far, haven't run aground yet. Little step in Savannah, we're getting some diesel, pump out, and water, the whole package. So usually we try to look for a marina that has all of the above, because sometimes you end up going to one marina, they have the diesel, but then you've got to go to the next one for the pump out.
What was that?
That was the other half of that.
Oh!
It just flew up and almost smashed the camera.
Alright, so let's... Sorry, I'm in your light here. That is I've never seen that happen.
Oh, that's nasty. So much crap in there, it's incredible. The threads are just caked in stuff. Yeah, we're sailing at like 6.7 knots. I pretty much going the same speed I was with just the engine, and we only have the head sail out. So this is pretty nice, pretty slack, easy sailing, and we're not even heeling over very much, so it's pretty nice. We got the wind right off our beam. Actually now it's a little bit more closer to our stern, and it's awesome. We're sailing again. Ha-ha! We just entered Hell's Gate.
Yeah, this is Hell Gate.
And it's quite shallow according to the charts, but either we're at really high tide here or they dredged Hell's Gate because it's coming up all well under what we're supposed to have here, as far, or well under what we can go through, which is 5'3", and we're getting like 18, 19 feet. So it's a narrow channel, so you still got to be careful, but we could almost sail through here. I just took down the sails before coming in here because it was looking pretty tight and very red on the chart.
Well, we made it to Tom's Creek, a little bit further down the ICW. We did about, I've got to double check my numbers, but 35 miles more or less. We thought we'd do maybe a little bit more, but it took us way longer to fill up the diesel, water, and to remove our cap for the waste tank than we thought. So didn't cover as much ground today, but that's good though. It's super pretty here, and we're gonna enjoy the sunset now. What do you think of Georgia?
It's flat, a lot of grass, and we gotta zigzag and go through it like spaghetti all the way through. It's a little bit, I don't know, it's not annoying, but it's not efficient either. I definitely see myself going on the outside purely just for speed wise, because at least the next time, because it's a lot of the very same scenery like the rest of the ICW. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but yeah, it feels like you're not making any ground, you're just doing this all the way through Georgia, which I guess it makes it interesting to drive versus just a straight line. So there's pros and cons, but it's pretty, it's just a little slow. Dolphin stole my chicken. I'm fishing for crab with chicken on a string.
And I'm making supper down there because I don't think we're gonna have any crabs. I think we're gonna eat the chicken. Crab.
Oh god. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure this is a male blue crab because it doesn't have an apron from what I can tell on the underside of him. But he's a little bit too small because he needs to be 5 inches. And yeah, so we're gonna throw him back, but it was super cool. We got a blue crab. Look at his legs, they're so blue. And his claws. He's so neat looking. He's probably horrified.
Corey's making fun of me. It's so cold. It's been so cold every single day since we left Buford. So I want to get to Florida. So this morning we woke up around sunrise and hit the road trying to use the current to make it as far south into Georgia. So we're pretty much just trying to cover ground at this point. Landscape's nice, but it's all grassland, kind of all the same. Crabbing yesterday night was awesome. We caught 5 crabs, released a couple because they were too small. So it was a good evening. So we just turned back. Our friends on North and Wind ran aground and they're kind of stuck, so we're gonna go back there and try to figure out what we can do, if we can pull them out with some lines. Hopefully it works out smooth. At least it's kind of low tide and the water is going up, so that's a good thing.
The sandbar, it looks like there's nothing behind you, but you just caught the corner of the sandbar. He's free! Thanks, sweetie.
Welcome.
So delicious. What are you doing?
Writing my journal.
Ah.
While making myself my lunch.
So serious.
Well, it's serious business. In Georgia, the waterways go like this and this and this, and it's actually pretty narrow, the channel that you can actually go in. And there's like tons of shipwrecks all along this section. So I'm really keeping a close eye on the overlay of the depth and avoiding red and orange, because I don't want to get grounded.
Passing all sorts of desert islands. This one's Alex's. I'm gonna leave her here.
Like, you look at this, it's like I barely have any space.
Yeah, I won't show up. What are you doing, you?
Oh, I'm having fun. We're in Georgia, so I had to listen to Rachel, Georgia on my mind, and now I'm just going down the list. It's so neat. Every single day we've been seeing dolphins, either when we get to our anchorage or right along the ICW. The dolphins just like catch up with our boat and swim at the bow. It's so cool. Yeah, right there. This feels so good. You start off the day all bundled up. It's like 5 degrees or 8 degrees in the mornings. And then by early afternoon, it's like 19 degrees. Loving it! So bright. I'm on the watch for dolphins. There's so many dolphins around. Well, we drove for 50 miles today. That's a bit of a long day. But we had the current with us for quite a bit of it, so we were doing like 6.5 knots, which is awesome. So we're home now, home for the night, and I think we're gonna have a bit of a crab potluck. I'm so excited, it's gonna be good.
Meet my new little pets. We've got Frank, John underneath Frank, Gil, Fred, and Billy. They're gonna be an awesome supper. So we caught all these last night with our little fishing gear here. 3 wrenches for weight, and the bait is no longer here, but it was just the drumstick, a raw chicken drumstick, and these guys went crazy for it. We caught one like every 5-10 minutes. It was awesome. And these are all males, so they're all legal, and they're all above 5 inches, which is the minimum. But let's eat. So I don't think he likes me too much. Oh God, they're both going for me.
Hi, I'm calling to report my location. I have a cruising license number. Oh, this is gorgeous. I want to go from the back, not the
Don't let him get your fingers.
Go or like show me your butt. Oh, you are showing me your butt. Gosh, it's like impossible to grab them. It's not funny. It's a bit of troublesome business. Like, can you? Gosh, they're strong, eh?
They're defensive. Oh. Alright.
Watch out, Kelly, I'm coming.
Go ahead. They're coming.
Where's the Old Spice?
Old Bay.
Old Bay.
Old Bay. Old Bay. He knows this is gonna be cooked now.
Okay, and steam them up. Cleaning the crabs.
So here's Frank. You start at the manly part here. You peel it back, shove your finger in it. Apparently you open it up like a book, and then you get this tasty looking stuff. Then you cut out the lungs. They're apparently poisonous, so not so keen on that.
Can't believe you guys have these on board.
Oh, I brought them on purpose.
I like your optimism. That's great.
I was like, we're gonna catch something at one point, and we're totally gonna wanna have something to eat it with.
For sure.
So it's crab
Okay, I think
crab potluck with our buddy boaters, Scott and Toby. Say hi, guys.
Hello.
Wow, look at that.
I know, right?
Nice plate.
Sounds good.
It was delicious. There's still some left, so we didn't even eat them all. There's a lot of work though, taking them all apart, but man, the meat is like super sweet. Even, you know, I like it better than say lobster or something, which I normally just bathe in garlicky butter sauce, but this you can eat just by itself and it tastes really good. It's just really, there's a lot of effort that goes into getting it out of its shell. Jackets,
anything,
all sorts of shit in the water, and then I'll be like, oh shit, the ring, and I'll be too far away to actually.
Right next to Jekyll Island. I don't want to ground. It's kind of stressful. It's a foot under our keel.
Hopefully we can give this guy a hand. He was pretty hard on the sandbank.
Cumberland Island. 3 months worth of food for 4 of us. This is so exciting. Here we come, Florida, Florida. We made it to Fernandina Beach. Now we're gonna go meet my sister.
Tropical Christmas.
We finally found a market.
Eating some alligator bites. They're delicious. Oh, there we go again. Depth sounder went down to nothing. I hate that feeling. got aground at least a couple times, I guess, right? 7 nautical miles from Jacksonville.
Chatting with Scott and Toby. You guys were incredible. We're going at my sister's place.